Stained heart was the same.
What's up, Caleb? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good.
Good,
Uh,
good.
so you are the guitarist and main songwriter for the Phoenix-based metalcore band Marked Life. Um, I feel like metalcore doesn't quite cover the description for Marked Life. How would you describe the band's sound?
Um, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like when it comes to, labeling shit, like it's honestly whatever. Like, because I feel like there's a lot. I like you said, like I don't think it covers it. So, I don't know. Like, if someone was gonna ask me, I would say like, I don't know, progressive, new metal core shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that was your guys' description on Facebook. But then, like, I watch your guys' videos and I listen to the music, and it's like, you pull like kind of like some proggy elements in there. There's definitely a bit of gent in there. It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, like with the the members we have in the band, there's a lot of different influences. Actually, I would say at least half of them are just not metal at all. Like it's kind of interesting because like honestly, like most of the members in the band, like although we all like this kind of music and stuff, it's I'm probably honestly out of everybody, I'm probably the one with the most like metal influence.
Okay.
I know that Sam used to be in a band or a couple bands actually in the past, and they were like metalcore bands back in like the fucking Ghost Inside days and shit. And,
Okay. Okay.
so, but other than that, our bassist is super super into proggy stuff, a lot of jazz.
Okay.
And he's actually a teacher too. So like I don't know, there's a lot
Wow.
going on in our band. I feel like as far as like things we pull from.
Nice. Well, I mean, that makes for a very unique sound, which I feel like you guys have.
Yes.
Last year, you guys released an EP titled "You'll Be Gone Forever," and I understand you guys have new music on the way already.
Yeah, yeah. We just put out a single not that long ago, like a month, almost a month ago.
Yeah, lose someone.
Um, yes, lose someone. And we have you know more shit come down the pipes, but yeah.
Are you guys be releasing an EP or a full blown record? Are you guys at that point yet? What do you think?
We're writing, doing a lot
Okay,
of writing.
awesome,
But our goal is full length. So
awesome. Um, cool. Well, yeah, because you guys released that music video for that new single "Lose Someone," and it's featuring Kenny of Dead Vectors. I love that you guys shot in a venue called the Den. I'm not personally familiar with it, but it's really dope that someone is using venues in a creative way during quarantine. Um, and I was looking through the credits essentially on the video. Did you guys shoot that and like shoot and edit that yourself?
yeah, yeah. Well, it was most of it was the vocalist Sam. Basically anything Sam, almost everything Sam wasn't in, he was shooting.
Oh,
Um,
that's awesome.
yeah, and then one of my really close friends, his name's Andrew. Uh, he he kind of honestly, Andrew's kind of just fucking always with the band whenever we're doing something like that. So,
Uh,
and he does photography too. So he's done a lot of photos for us. He's done merch stuff for us.
Gotcha.
And he did a couple a couple shots as well for the music video.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, it was really cool. It was a little nice tight knit group, but
Yeah. Is the Den like a place that you guys play a lot?
we have yet to play the Den. We actually
Oh, really?
we have like a pre-recorded live set up on YouTube there, but we have never played there. I me and the vocalist Sam actually did an interview with the one of the co-owners,
Mhm.
Steven, a long time ago. back when the Den wasn't even a thing yet.
Okay.
And we actually, he had like a little studio in the back of his friend's tattoo shop, but we went up there and we did an interview or whatever. And me and Steven, because he lives in Prescott, which is only like, I'm in Phoenix. So I'm only about 2 hours, give or take, south from Prescott. So me and Steven stayed relatively in contact, and I love Steven. And we kind of just, him and his other, one of his friends, actually, I guess, the other co-owner, started that venue up there not that long ago. And it's been a work in progress for a while. So it's cool to see everything coming together. But yeah, we've had the opportunity to kind of fucking do some cool stuff there, and at least, use it while, like you said, quarantine's been going on. But
yeah. Was the live set that you guys did there, was that the startup series, I think is what it was called, right?
Yeah, the Kickstarter sessions.
Kickstarter, excuse me. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Where was that room, like one of the green rooms, or what was that?
So like when you walk into the Den, it's like, if you walked into the Den, you would have seen where we were immediately. That was like the front room. So they got like you walk in, and like to the right, they've got they got a big coffee bar, and then kind of, where we were is just, seating, and then they've got they actually have like a little, don't know if you see it in the video that we did there, but they've got like a little stage behind there for like,
right,
fucking, I don't know,
like acoustic acts and stuff like that.
Yep, exactly.
Nice.
Stuff like that. So, and then they've got like a little bar there, and they've got some stuff in the back for bands, and just doing podcasts and interviews and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. And then if you keep going further back, that's where the big stage is.
Gotcha. I love that you guys did a full-blown merch release for that single Lose Someone too. Are you guys planning on doing merch drops for each release?
Not really. I mean, to be honest, like a lot of that stuff has been available for a little bit, and then some of it was newer stuff. But as far as putting merch out for every single release, we'll do that, but it won't look as much. It won't look like it's as much as this last merch drop thing was.
Got
like
you.
that last
I
one.
mean, that'd be so expensive.
Yeah. No, a lot of that stuff we've already had.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, as far as, what we release next, there won't be anything like that for just like a single. Like, we'll keep it relatively simple. Like bands right now aren't exactly making any money. So
right. Well, also one of the live streams that you guys did last year was also at the legendary theater, the Nile Theater. What was that like?
Oh, that was cool. It was kind of interesting because that was actually a live stream. It was kind of nice because that was like a learning experience for literally everybody involved in that. And we weren't the first ones to do it there, but we were one of the first bands to like do that at the Nile. So
gotcha.
It was really cool. It was literally us, and Jason from Orenda. They're a local band down here.
Okay.
And he did a bunch of the sound stuff, and also I can't remember his name, but he's done sound for a lot of other bands, and he was there. So it was just two other guys running everything. And
nice. When you say it was like a learning experience, what exactly was there? Did you guys like have to figure out how to do certain things with the live stream, like sound issues, video issues, like, or was it not issues at all?
Yeah, no, definitely. There was like, I'm pretty sure one of the cameras went out twice. I think one of them went out, and we had to like replace it, and they had to replace it. And I can't remember if that same one went down again or if it was another one. So there was that, and then there's always sound stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's always some always some shit, but it was cool. Like there was a couple things like afterwards we talked about things, and I was like, oh, if we would have done that, that probably would have came through a lot better. Like, so I personally learned quite a few things, but yeah, it was just everybody was there doing it because they wanted to do it, and they were just messing around trying things out. So it was really, really fun, and it was funny. We all had a good time. Like, it was cool.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a show necessarily if there wasn't something going wrong and you have to fix it like mid-song. Like, yeah, I mean, like that's just how it goes. So yeah. Last summer you guys also released a new music video on Dreambound called Alone Art. The setting for that is amazing. Where was that filmed?
That was filmed actually out here in Phoenix. The vocalist Sam and the drummer Reed both live in California, and me and the bassist live here in Arizona. Okay. So they came out and we went to, I think it's called Kaibab Forest. It's north of Flagstaff, about an hour and a half, maybe. I can't quite remember, but so yeah, we went out there. It's literally the middle of nowhere. Yeah. And actually we did Alone Art kind of obviously just out in those fields and everything. And right next to where we were, there was a really fucked up house. And that's where Safe Room is shot, actually. Okay, cool. So I really liked, what was the one music video you guys did? I probably should have written this down, sorry. But it was at an airfield. There was, where was that one? You're in a giant warehouse. You can see like the plane in the background. I feel like I've seen that plane in like album artwork or something before. But like, where is that? Yeah. I'm assuming you're talking about Just F. Yeah. What's that? I'm assuming you're talking about the music video for. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. No, you're good. Yeah, that was also like 30 minutes from my house. I had actually been out there like multiple times just to like fuck around and like go through the airplanes and stuff like that. So that's really the only reason that came to mind when we did shoot that. But it's just an abandoned airfield with like a bunch of really cool planes and like really big hangar that's all busted down and shit. And it was perfect. It's like all covered in graffiti. So apparently, Arizona's the place for music videos. Yeah, exactly. It was honestly, we went back after that, like not that long ago. It's that plane that we shot in is literally torn in half and someone lit it on fire. Like that plane will never look how it does in the video ever again. Fuck. It's totally toast, dude. I don't know how they did that, but like the fucking wings are falling off and shit. This plane's big as fuck too. Like, yeah, it was a big plane, man. But yeah, so I wonder if somebody like blew something up in the plane. I'm wondering if that's what happened. More than likely, dude. We went in there and there wasn't anything there. Like if there was, it was just completely black. Like it looked like someone blew the plane in half. It was. What the fuck happens in the desert, man? Dude, hey man, this Phoenix, Arizona is crazy, man. People do stupid shit out here. But you can do some dope music videos apparently though, so that's sick. So I was going through your Instagram, and on your Instagram you have nerdy metalhead horde / blood elf frost mage listed. Yeah. Okay, is that World of Warcraft? Yeah. Okay, nice. Okay, so how nerdy are we talking then? I don't know. I feel like it depends on people's nerd scales. You know what I mean? That's fair. I mean, like, I don't know. What would people consider nerdy? Like, obviously, playing World of Warcraft is not something that, like, a cool. Are you like Warhammer nerdy? I fucking love Warhammer. Warhammer is literally shit. The only thing I don't like about Warhammer is that it literally costs $40K to get into And
Okay, yeah,
I'm
like
cool with that.
anytime I've seen, like I've never gotten into it, but like the artwork is always so fucking cool and the figures are always so fucking cool. But then like I'll look at the price of like an unpainted figure. I'm like, what?
Yeah, dude.
So
No, it's I've looked at like a bunch of that stuff. I actually bought a bunch of stuff to paint because I'm really into like board games,
okay,
like tabletop RPGs and stuff like that.
okay,
Um, like I've got anybody who plays like fucking really in-depth board games will know probably what Gloomhaven is, and Gloomhaven is like a once through, and it normally takes people like 2 years to play. But
holy
it's an
shit,
RPG, and you've got like a bunch of I've got like all my board games back there, but
nice.
you got just a bunch of characters you can play. Like you permanently add things to the map and like just a bunch of really cool shit. I've actually got Dark Souls 3 as a board
Okay,
game, and like
wow,
I can like set out tiles, and I've got miniatures for Gloomhaven and Dark Souls and a couple others, and I got a bunch of stuff to paint not that long ago, so I'm gonna try and do that. So
nice.
yeah, so I guess I'm that level of nerdy. That I love playing WoW. WoW is the shit.
Okay.
I love anime. I just started collecting manga and stuff like that not
Okay.
that long ago, actually. So
My old roommates were super into got super into board games during quarantine, and they had fuck, I'm forgetting, there was Mixtape Massacre. Do you know that one?
Mixtape Massacre. I think I've heard of that. My uncle's the one that got me into all these board games, and
Okay.
he has like, and he has such a large collection of board games. It's almost unhealthy, but like I've heard of it. What is it?
That one is like a 80s themed horror board game. And so there's a bunch of that. So you take like all the different characters from all the classic 80s and like early 90s horror films, and they give them like a different name. And it's just fun. Like you just go around the town and try not to get killed by somebody else. And then like you try to like, dominate the map in a couple different ways. There was that one. And then that one's a fun one. That it only takes, it takes anywhere from like half hour to an hour, something like that.
Yeah.
And then they got the Haunted Mansion on the Hill, or do you know what one I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. It's got like the green and black.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played that, but like I see that everywhere and stuff. So.
That's supposed to be a really popular one, and my friends got that one. I played it one time, and it took me like I got stuck in like the basement of the house or something like that in the game, and it took me like an hour to die. Like there was nothing I could do, but I had to sit there and wait for an hour to die, and I was like, I'm never playing board games again with you guys.
Fuck all of this, bro. Dude, honestly, it's not for some people. I've realized like I always try to like I have a bunch of fun with it, so like
yeah,
I'll try to get like my friends involved. That kind of goes with a lot of things though with me, but I always try to get it. I'm like, yeah, dude, you want to like try this? And they're like, I don't have they either don't give a shit or they just straight up don't have the attention span or patience.
Right. I don't have the attention span for it. I don't think. Like when I'm with like my friends like playing a board game, I want something like dumb because I want it to get like animated at some point and we're like yelling at each other, but like within like fun, but like
For sure.
And yeah, they were playing for another 4 hours after I died or something like that. And
That's
then
the kind of shit I like.
yeah. And then after they were playing that game for a while, they were like, well, I think we're just going to graduate to Dungeons and Dragons now. And so they do Dungeons and Dragons every week. And they get super into it. I liked coming in and just watching because I enjoy really watching people play games. But it was fun how like animated they would get into the game and stuff like that. So I feel like that was like the natural progression for them. Do you play Dungeons and Dragons?
I'm actually currently I've got like 3 characters actually right now, and I'm currently trying to learn how to DM.
Oh, cool.
Dude, honestly, I feel like I've done like a decent amount of reading, but it just feels like I'm just skimming the surface. I feel like there's so much to being a DM. It's like that probably won't happen for a little while, but I'm gonna attempt to do it because it seems super, super fun. And I want to play D&D with everybody, but everybody I want to play with right now is to the point where like, they're like, I want to play enough to like play the character, but even putting in the effort to be a DM is a no.
Yeah. the guy who does DMs for my roommates, he has like this stack of manuals like this. He ordered so fucking many, and like anytime I would see him, he's like watching like a how-to video on YouTube while he has it open. Like that was just all he would do. And I was like, fuck, I was like, you're DMing any game ever. Like you are clearly the master of DMing of dungeon mastering.
Yeah, DMing is pretty intense.
So further diving into your Instagram, what do you think of the new of the latest Ghostmane record?
Oh, God, how far did you dive into my fucking?
I went to the bottom of your Instagram.
Holy shit! There's almost guaranteed some shit that I probably just need to get rid of on there because it's just so bad. But
I had to delete a lot of my cringy posts too, so it took a night and just went through all of my shit.
Dude, honestly, the only reason I haven't done it yet is because like I just don't want to get rid of that stuff. Like I'm like I know it's dumb, but like I remember what I was doing back when like I posted. I'm pretty sure my first post on there was like a fucking shoe. Yeah.
I think yeah,
dude, I was so fucking high in that photo, and I knew exactly what was going on, and it was just I was like, oh, dude, if I get rid of this really dumb photo, like, and I forget about that.
I feel that.
I want to go back every once in a while and be like, dude, that was some dumb shit, like, especially since just. I don't know. I don't like smoke anymore, so it's like just super funny to be like, wow, I was toaster strudels. But yeah, so I mean, as far as Ghostmane though, I think I love the new Ghostmane record. I thought it was great. Yeah, most people in my band actually did like. Actually, I think just my bassist James was really big on it. Me and him really liked it. The other two in the band don't really care for Ghostmane at all, or even that genre of music. So,
gotcha. Have you ever seen Ghostmane live?
I have not. I've had multiple opportunities to do it, and I straight up just haven't done it. I can't remember. Yeah, no, I've had multiple opportunities to do it, just haven't.
I think he gets better with like every tour that he does, because I remember when. So I've worked with a promoter here in California for the last few years, and so I've worked 2 different Ghostmane shows.
Okay.
One. Well, whatever. The first tour that we had him on, it was just him, just a rapper. I think he might have had just him as a rapper. He might have had a drummer or something. But the last time I worked with him, he was at the Ventura Theater, and real big fucking place. I think it's like 1,500 cap or something like that. And he had a full-blown band, and like the whole crew were like metalheads. Like a couple of guys from, do you know the band Mammoth Grinder?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so a couple of the guys from Mammoth Grinder were touring with him as his band.
That's really fucking cool. I saw a bunch of pictures of that tour cycle, and I wanted to know who some of those guys were. I was like, who the fuck would like, I don't know. It's just like that's funny that it's the dude from Mammoth Grinder, because it really like Ghostmane is, it might sound really dumb to say this, but I've always thought of like Ghostmane now, like this album and his last one give me like he's probably gotten this a million times, but it's just like such fucking Marilyn Manson vibes.
Oh yeah, I mean his profile picture. I mean it's like a spitting image of him, basically. Like yeah,
straight up. Like
yeah,
I think it's just funny that the guys from Mammoth Grinder were in on that. But
it's the sound comes out so much heavier live. Like it's like real disgusting live. And so I think it's worth saying, just because it's quite the production now. And it's very fucking cool, and the crowd that goes is like serious diehard metalheads and then like SoundCloud kids, and so like seeing the 2 of them together, and it's just like it's not like a hardcore versus metalhead kind of thing, but like they all just kind of mesh together in like one confused mix, and then Ghostmane goes on and they're all together. It's very funny to watch.
That is super funny. That does sound like a cool concert, just to watch how the crowd.
Oh yeah, no, the crowd watching. I mean, people watching is like half the fun at shows, basically. So like when it's like a really good show, or if it's like a genre that you're not used to at all.
Sure.
If like going to a country show, like I've worked a ton of country shows now for that promoter, and that is a very interesting world.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a country show like with like line dancing and everything? Dude, okay.
I couldn't give a shit about that stuff.
So I was the same way. I had to work with a few people. There's one singer, Co Wetzel, and he has a full band with him too, and they're all metalcore kids. I came in wearing a Fit for a King hoodie, and I walked into the venue at Loden, and like everyone was like Fit for a King. I'm like, what the fuck? And like they're wearing like Wranglers and hats, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
That's super funny, dude.
Yeah, and so we just nerded out for like, I guess they were like friends with one of the dudes from Fit for a King.
Okay.
And they just like, they were all, and like they totally had breakdowns in their fucking set. Like it was country, but there was breakdowns. I was you guys aren't sly. I see what the fuck you're doing. That's a breakdown.
That's
but what was I talking about? Oh, but there's like this thing that people do at a country show where they all start line dancing. And I still don't understand who starts it. How do they know what moves to do? It's like this weird hive mind that just instantly happens on the dance floor, and like everyone's like perfectly spaced apart. And I'll just sit there. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I don't. Who started this? I want to talk. Like I want to know. I don't understand this.
Hey, dude, they probably think the same thing about like circle pits and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't know. I feel like those are probably not as hard to do, but like they're like, how are these people this violent? Maybe. But I actually have seen line dancing one time. It was my girlfriend's mom's birthday or some shit. Nice. And we went to a bar and there was a bunch of people doing it. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, dude, this is fucking super weird. I just have never, ever been around anything like that. But it was cool to watch because I just.
Yeah. It's the same thing where it's just very interesting to watch. Like there was one. So I'm originally from Fresno, California, and there's one club there out in Clovis that would always play country music. They'd always have like line dancing on a certain night of the week or something. But after like 9 or 10 p.m., they would change the music to just like top hits from the 2000s or something. Sure. But people would still be line dancing. And so they're playing like fucking E40 and Snoop Dogg, and people are line dancing to it. I'm like, ugh, I don't understand.
Bro. That's awesome.
Fuck. All right. So last question from your Instagram. What's your favorite Metallica record and why? Okay.
That's funny. Somebody just asked me this the other day. Oh, I had one of my buddies over, and we had the Kill 'Em All record on my vinyl player. And I think he asked, but I think I said, honestly, if I just had to pick a record to like listen to forever, I can never choose between Ride the Lightning and Injustice for All. But I'd probably go with Ride the Lightning, just because I've just spent more time with the record, which you might think that might be a reason I don't want to pick it, but like the more time I've spent with that record, the more I actually appreciate that record. Because it was like, I don't know, it was super weird. Like I feel like Master of Puppets was kind of, I like every song on there, but there's something about how it was produced and just the sound of it compared to Ride the Lightning that just wasn't as. Master just sounded more
mastered.
Sounded more mature, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ride the Lightning was like, okay, we've done a record. We know who we are now. Mm-hmm. They still have that raw shit. Like James Hetfield vocals were still really just purely thrashy for the most part. So I would probably say Ride the Lightning and then Injustice would be second. Favorite track off Ride the Lightning would be Escape.
Fuck yeah. So, nice.
That's fun.
All right. Well, so last question in general for you. what is the most disgusting breakdown you've ever heard?
Literally the first thing that came to mind that I had heard at the time was actually a breakdown by they just put out they put out an album after called Xenocide, and I really didn't like it. Aversion's Crown.
Oh, okay.
I think it's called The Glass Sentient.
Okay, I feel like I've heard that song. I'm not too familiar with that band for whatever reason.
I don't know. That band, I feel like, has always kind of flown under the radar, and they were like alien core. And then this last album that they put out was like, in my personal opinion, I heard like a couple singles. It just sounded like Thyroid is Murder 2.0. And
Gotcha.
so it was just whatever. But I remember when I first heard this song, The Glass Sentient, off of that album. I think it's their second album or first album. It's all purple and shit. It was some 2013 deathcore album, but I guess the nastiest breakdown I've ever heard, like, I don't know, dude. I might have to be more. You might have to be more specific. Like, I don't know.
All right. How about the nastiest breakdown from like an Arizona band?
From an Arizona band?
Yeah. I mean, like a local, like one of your friends, one of your homies.
Dude, honestly, like I actually, that's a whole other conversation. I haven't had very much time in this local scene, to be honest. COVID hit after this band got into a local scene here, and like,
that's fair.
I don't have very many buddies in bands, and the ones that I do have in bands were vastly different genres than what I'm in now. But
gotcha.
If I'm gonna go with an Arizona band, Sterilized by Gate Creeper has a cool little fucking
yeah.
cool little fucking, it's not even really a breakdown, but it's so good. I remember the first time I heard that. I actually heard that live at Sound and Fury back in 2016.
Nice.
You know where, I can't remember what the
that was it outside? I think it was in Ventura that year.
No. It was it was the second year back from their hiatus. Sound and Fury took a huge break.
Yeah. But it also was in LA then.
It was, yeah. I want to say the Regent.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was gonna say the Regent. Yeah.
Okay. So I actually went the first year it came back, and then I went the following year, and it was Gate Creeper there.
Nice.
And I thought it was that's another thing with hardcore and then death metal kids merging. Yeah. So fucking funny. Honestly, dude, hardcore kids don't know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to death metal shit. Like, right. I remember watching them play, and as soon as double kicks set in for more than a second and a half, they didn't know what to do with their legs, bro. Like, if I stood there and stared, and like they couldn't two-step, they didn't know how to headbang. It was super fucking funny. Like, I'm not trying to shit on hardcore kids because I fucking
right. No, I know. Yeah, but it's odd. Yeah, I like. I think it's odd how like Zavalba are like a total death metal band, but they only play like hardcore shows. Like,
super funny.
It's very odd to me. Like, I understand how like the crossover can happen with the sound, but I guess I haven't seen too many lineups where it's hardcore and death metal like that. Yeah. I never got to go to Sound and Fury. I wanted to go the year Have Heart played, but which was 2 years ago. But that was like a mess apparently with like ticket sales, because like it sold out like faster than instantly. And like the promoter, or not the promoter himself, but like the company was like reaching out to people saying like, hey, if you're just going for Have Heart, they're going to play this other show. And like they were trying to like reorganize ticket sales, and it was very odd. I was like, okay, well, I'm definitely not gonna be able to go to this one.
Yeah, dude. That's funny. I didn't know they had to like separate it like that, because I remember when that's crazy that it's already been 2 years since that happened. I feel like that was yesterday that I saw that on Twitter.
Right.
But like, wasn't it like 10 to 12,000 kids that showed up to fucking?
Yeah, I mean, like
nuts, dude.
The I've always wanted to go to Sound and Fury, but like I've just like even for that year, like even like people who are like part of like who are like regulars for that sort of scene even had a hard time getting in, and like every single person had to figure out like their own way into this show. And like, I mean, I'm sure you saw the pictures of it. I mean, that was just like floor to ceiling with kids, like it's fucking stacks.
Dude.
That's got to be like the greatest fucking hardcore fest of all time.
Dude, honestly, it's funny because like when I first went to Sound and Fury, I think the first year back was 2015. I have the 2 years like on a poster that I went.
Nice.
Dude, they're so fucking cool. I wanna get them in frames pretty soon because
fuck yeah,
I'm never gonna get rid of those.
Yeah.
But at the time, like I had actually just met my girlfriend and she was super into hardcore. I didn't literally know one hardcore band. And funny enough, like how me and my girl met, I literally came down here for the first time ever that I met her, and we went to Sound and Fury together.
Oh,
like,
nice.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. But dude, I remember seeing like, I saw Nails and Full of Hell for the first time ever, hearing them back to back.
Oh my God.
Dude, I was like, what the fuck is this music, bro? Like I still listen to those bands today. I literally listen to like Full of Hell's album in the car this morning, actually. But
that split they did with Health was so sick.
So cool, bro.
Yeah.
So it's funny. I saw that on Spotify this morning again from like Jump Back In or some shit like that. And I was like, dude, I gotta go back and listen to that. But yeah, dude, I remember seeing so many of those bands, like, and it was just so like, I wish I could go back and like do that again, like hearing bands or like that kind of music for the first time, and you're just like, I don't understand this, but this is like the coolest thing in the world. Like, fuck yeah. I love that feeling when it comes to like music in general. So like, I guess wrapping things back around, when it comes to our stuff, I do kind of like to, I want to try and make something where people listen to it and they're like, that's really cool. I at least haven't heard at least one element of this. I kind of want people to be like, that's really, really cool. I can say that, you know, when I heard this band or this specific song for the first time, like, you know, I heard something new.
Yeah. And it's fucking tight. Yeah, no, I understand that feeling. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I low-key had that feeling with I think it was which record, I think it was Alone Art that you guys did, and like there's like really like it's like a sick bass tone where like it's like a riff on the bass guitar, and like I can only describe it as just sick. Like it sounds like the bass guitar is like ill. I thought that was really fucking cool.
That's the that might be the bass, or you might be talking about Loner Wolf.
Okay, maybe it's that one. Maybe it was that one.
Loner Wolf was like the second song we put out, and it's got like this slappy bass part right before the breakdown. That's like
yeah. Okay, maybe I'm sorry. It was Loner Wolf. Yeah.
Yeah, that was super funny. Just we were in the middle of recording bass for that. That wasn't a part of the plan, and he went and like we were actually recording that song at his work. He works at he teaches, like I said, and we recorded that in his work, and he like went into a room for a half hour to like figure that little part out to fit it in. So, that's nice. Cool that you like it. I'm glad.
Yeah, it's tight. Well, that's all I got for you. Is there any last comments? Anything else you want to plug? Anything you want to mention?
Not really. I mean, if you want to go follow us on Instagram, you definitely can, at Marked Life Sound, and then follow our YouTube as well, because that's going to be where you'll find our shit. So just Marked _Life, and you'll find our YouTube, man. So that's about it.
Fuck yeah, man. All right, man. Well, it was great talking to you. And yeah, hopefully we'll be able to hang out soon when everything reopens fully.
Oh yeah, definitely will be, for sure, man.
Fuck yeah, man. All right, man. Take it easy.
You as well, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much for checking out the latest episode of RAD Chat featuring Caleb of Marked Life. Please check out all the links below for Marked Life as well as RAD Music. We've got some merch available at our store. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe.